Hello, this is Dr. Sivakant Pathak once more with you to see one more new topic, that is perfectly inelastic collision in one dimension. Perfectly inelastic collision in one dimension. In previous videos, we have seen about the detailed theory of collision, their type with explanation, and perfectly elastic collision in one dimension. Today we will see perfectly inelastic collision in one dimension. So to see here, first of all see some fundamental laws which is applicable in inelastic collision. That is, first, law of conservation of momentum holds in perfectly inelastic collision. Number one thing. Number two, law of conservation of kinetic energy does not hold. Law of conservation of energy does not hold. It means that total energy before collision does not matches with total energy after collision. So as a result, there is loss in kinetic energy, and this loss energy changes in heat, sound, light, energy, etc. So this is the third. And fourth, colliding bodies sticks together after collisions takes place. So whenever we derive the mathematical concept of perfectly inelastic collision here, we will keep these 4 points in mind. So by keeping these 4 points in mind, we are going to start the mathematical derivation for velocity after collision and loss in kinetic energy after collision, and what are the special cases under it. So let's see. First of all, see here the diagram. Let us consider the diagram. Let us consider a diagram. See here in this diagram. This diagram is similar to the previous diagram here. It is time of collision. Here it is before collision, and it is after collision. Let's see here in this collision, two ball A and ball B, moving with velocity u1 and u2 in same direction, having masses m1 and m2 respectively, and here in this case u1 is greater than u2. So naturally, if u1 is greater than u2, will collides at one place. let this is a place of collision. This is ball A collides with ball B here. After collision, this ball A and B both sticks together and moves with velocity capital V, common velocity V. So this type of a collision is called ideal inelastic collision or perfectly inelastic collision. So let us consider the laws hold in it. Now see, in perfectly inelastic collision, law of conservation of momentum holds. That is, total momentum, P stand for momentum, before collision is equal to total momentum after collision. So total momentum before collision is seen in the diagram, m1 u1 plus m2 a2 is equal to, after collision both bodies sticks together. This is, so total mass is m1 plus m2 into move with common velocity v. So this is the first equation obtained by law of conservation of momentum. By equation this, directly we may write common velocity v is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2 by m1 plus m2 total mass here. See, this is formula used to obtain common velocity. Now, total kinetic energy before collision is equal to half m1 u1 square plus half, this is m1, m2 u2 square, see it is. This is equation number 3. Now we are going to see total energy. This energy is a kinetic energy after event. This is half, since body sticks together, so total mass is m1 and 2 with common velocity square. See, since here law of conservation of energy does not hold, so here is a loss in energy. Loss in kinetic energy. And this loss energy, according to the law of conservation of fundamental concept of energy, that energy neither created nor destroyed, but it can be changed from one form to another. So this loss in energy is converted in heat, light, sound, etc., charge, to producing charge. So this, in this energy it is expended. So this loss in energy is total kinetic energy before collision is equal to total kinetic energy after collision. So this loss in energy, loss in kinetic energy is equal to total energy before collision is half m1 u1 square plus half m2 u2 square minus half this small bracket with half m1 plus m2 v square. This is equation number 5. So this is loss in energy here in this case. So here two formula available. These two formula is represented by equation number 2 and equation number 5. By equation number 5 we can obtain resultant velocity, and by equation number 5 loss in kinetic energy can be calculated. Here is one special case we may see here. See in this side, special case. This special case, see carefully. This is one special case here we want to see. When ball B at rest, it means ball A is moving with initial velocity u1 and collides with rest ball B inelastically. In that condition u2 is equal to 0 and u1 consider u. Say in this condition resultant velocity v can be written as, this is equation 3, mu by u2 is 0, m1 u by m1. So if it is m1, it is good to write u1. So you may write u1 or u, m1 u1 by m1 plus m2. So formula becomes simpler when the second body is at rest, and loss in energy is equal to, this is half m1 u1 square. Listen very carefully. The kinetic energy of second ball is 0 because it is at rest. So it is minus half m1 plus m2 v square, right? So on keeping the value of this v square, the formula can be made in more favorable condition. This is m1 plus m2. This is v is m1 u1 square by m1 plus m2 whole square here in this case. Now see, half is common here, m1 u1 square minus, here this is cancelled by the square of that, half is already common, it is m1 square u1 square by m1 plus m2. See carefully, in this case we can take some terms common, or this is a loss in energy we can calculate by this equation. This is for today. Thank you and have a nice day.